Hello and welcome back to Edison format. I just thought I'd show you a slightly more updated version of my Hero Beat deck profile. When testing with my friends, I found that you'd either see heroes and you wouldn't see your cards that match it. So you'd have an alias, but you wouldn't have a Gem Spark or a Hero Blast, or you'd have one of the three, but not the other ones. So we've tried to kind of eliminate that problem by cutting out the shit and trimming the fat, as we like to call it. So yeah, I'll just show you what we've got. So for main, obviously we've got 1 Stratos, 3 Alias and an Ocean. This is all the heroes we play. I've considered 2 of this, like a lot. This comes up loads, but 1 gets me there for the time being. We've got 3 Deep Sea Diva and a Gilman. This is it's the best kind of supplementary engine that the Hero Beat deck can run, giving you access to like 6, like it gives you access to Mistworm if they catch them off guard. Like it does so many things for you. Also, it's a water and you're guaranteed to get 2. Gilman buffs loads of things. It's just, yeah, very good. Like that little engine. Kind of like hand trap buys, then we run Double Honest for aliases. I don't know how I feel about this yet, but currently this kind of, it did put in a bit of work over the past few weeks. It's an interesting one, Honest. And then we main deck 2 DD Crow as well. This is just so good into the meta right now. Everything cares about the growth. You know, you've got Vayu, you've got Frogs, you've got Dandy Warrior to an extent, but like zombies, you have it all. Amaryllis, like everything, even dragons, when their red MD targets something, you're like, nah, that can just go away. This is so good. It's so good. But only in the main deck. I don't think I'd side any more crows anymore. That's it for all the monsters. It's quite a lot of monsters, but that's okay with this. It's okay with this version of heroes. It's okay. Moving on to spells. So the first of the kind of go faster cards is Triple Upstart. Doesn't matter if you give your opponent life points. We've got Alias. That kind of sorts us out. Next off is pretty standard. 3 Miracle Fusion and 3 Gem Spark. You can't really cut down on these. You just can't. These are too good. Then we next have 2 Equal and a Rota. For the longest time I was playing 3 Equal, but it's just not correct. It's dead in your hand more times than you want it to be, and I found that really, really annoying. We play 1 Future Fusion, obviously, because if you draw this going first, it's just crazy. 1 Heavy and 1 MST. Same with Heavy. Sometimes you don't activate this because you have a few up, but it's too good to not play it. And then Traps. This is the second 2, Double Legacy. If the Honest Honests came out, it'd be a 3rd one of these and like a Crystal Seer or something, because it gets you deeper and deeper into the deck. Yeah, that's kind of what this deck needs. It just needs to be able to see all the cards super fast, and that's why Upstart and Legacy is so good in it. Double Hero Blast, very, very good. Double Bottomless and Double D Prison. These are really useful, and you need them to be able to set like an alias, to set behind an alias to kind of keep the pressure on your opponent. You play the Mass Removals in Torrential and Mirror Force. This card is just insanely good in every single matchup you play. You play 1 Judgment and then 1 Dust Shoot as well. Judgment because it's Judgment, and Dust Shoot because we're playing 5 cards that say draw a card, so the chances of seeing this are so much higher. Also, if you resolve this, you're probably winning the game. Okay, moving on to the extra deck. We play 3 Ab-Zero, can't play any less, and a Gaia. I've never summoned it, but it's there because there will be a time where I will. and I'll really, really need it. Mr. Obviously, this is surprising the amount it comes up. So if you normal Stratos and you search an alias, the next turn you draw a diva, you normal it, get the Gilman, you just sink straight in, you put 3 cards back, and you already have your Miracle Fusion live. It's very good, very good. It puts your opponent really far behind. We have 1 Stardust and 1 Ancient Fairy Dragon. We also have a Black Rose to round off the kind of the 3 dragons. They just come up when they come up, but they're also quite often of the time, your normal summon of a Stratos or whatever it is, your level 4 hero, when you normal summon your diva, you'll summon another diva, which gives you access to 8s. So that's why we have Stardust. Black Rose is Black Rose. Sometimes you need to do it, and then this walls up, so you're able to draw into the other cards you need to draw into. However, since playing the upstats, I haven't found that I've been needing to make this. We play 1 Thought Ruler. This card is just crazy good into anything. I love summoning it. 1 Goyo, because it's at 1. 1 Gaia Knight. If you're going to go into a level 8, this is what we make, because then we can still keep our 1 of in Goyo and Brio. Obviously, a Brio. Being able to pitch dead like Waters or Gilmans out of your hand is so good. I think my favourite play to do with this is when you summon it, you can, and they have 2 monsters, you can priority pitch an alias, and they can chain Bottomless, whatever, and then you can chain Hero Blast, get back the alias, pop their face-up monster, normal summon the alias, attack anyway. It's just good. 1 Android, because making this on turn 1 is hilarious. 1 Catasta, because someone in my locals plays Glad Beasts and I can't be bothered to deal with it. And then 1 Chimera Tech for if someone makes Catasta against me. Moving on to the side deck. So we play Double Cyber. Sometimes a side in, doesn't often come in, but it's there in case. Double Fossil Dino. This card's nuts. This card's crazy. It puts in so much work, especially if you summon it next to an alias, like because you can normal summon it and you can normal summon alias, and like your sparks and your Hero Blast protect it so much more than your opponent realizes. Because if they hit the Bottomless, they'll be like, oh, okay, I've got it, I can have this Fossil Dino, but nah, you can still stop it. 2 Snowman Eater. This comes in when I feel that I need the games to go longer, which isn't very often, but against like recruiter decks, I need them just to attack into me and like set and do all these things. So like, especially against like fairies, they can't out this. And Black Wings, you set it, they can't out it unless they drop like a Colute, or a Colute for Black Wings, or like an Honest for fairies. 1 Gramloll to get rid of real problem cards. Double Smashing Ground to get rid of Titanials and big threats. Play Double Dust Tornado against Black Wings. We do not like summoning Alias and setting a Spark and then having them both Icarus in the end phase. We have Double Lightning Prisoning Mirror, because this deck really, really struggles, or I really, really struggle against fairies. I find it really, really difficult. Yeah. And then to round it off, we have Double Compulse. One of them is indeed Platinum, yes. But we have Double Compulse, and this comes in against like Vario Turbo, because I enjoy, it comes in against Vario Turbo and things that use the resources that they can't normally get back. Because you can just bounce it to the extra deck. This card is very, very good.